Jumbo, fellow adventurers, hallelujah. It is release day, and we are deeply grateful. Myself, the featured co-authors, the channels, the teams behind the scenes, for your presence here, for your support through pre-ordering a book. We're hearing from different corners of the country that in the United States, the paperbacks are temporarily out of stock. Well, I'm just going to think that's a good thing. They're coming. I can assure you we've printed more than enough for demand today, and anybody that's pre-ordered, your book is sitting somewhere waiting for you. So anyway, thanks for the support. We're truly honored to have your faith and confidence. The session today, the workshop today, under the grand heading of the Great Awakening, is how to thrive amongst chaos and transformation. And to accomplish and deliver this brand new, never heard before material, I have 4 contributors to the book in the wings right now. Some had to pre-record based on their schedule. The first one's going to be live. And we are going to spend probably 15, 20 minutes hearing their channeled perspectives on the adventure of thriving in chaos and transformation. So I'm going to go straight to it. We anticipate this might be around a 90-minute program. Fasten your seatbelt, prepare to be awed and amazed. Sara Landon, are you with us?
I am here and I am so excited. This is a dream come true to be part of this incredible book with you. I predict it is going to be a worldwide phenomenon. When you said you haven't been as excited about anything since you were in The Secret, I completely agree. I have not been as excited about anything that has been created on such an amazing level as this book, all that you have done in your team and the contributors. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, well, it is uncanny and so synchronistic that we're having this discussion, that the audience knows who they are, they're ripe, they're ready. I'm learning as much as I'm sharing, as fast as I can. And here we are in the throes of what has been prophesied for thousands of years, with an epic election not so far away in these United States of America, and change afoot everywhere else. And I'm sure, as you'll find in the book and perhaps during these sessions today, don't use your physical senses alone to interpret what's going on in the world. Don't draw conclusions, don't pass judgment. Everything is playing to our greater good. So Sara, may we dive straight into a session with the council?
Yeah, let's bring them in. You know, the only thing I really want to say is the council has been talking about the Great Awakening for over a decade now. And I know when they first started talking about it very early on in my experience channeling them, it seemed completely inconceivable. There was no way I could have ever imagined that we would be living in an awakened world. And they said it would happen at an unprecedented rate, and that we would see people in all walks of our life that we never expected awakening. And I can tell you from my own experience, that is my reality, and I am so excited about it. And this couldn't be a more important conversation today. So I'm going to bring the council and they'll answer your questions. Here we go.
Thank you, Sara.
We are so pleased and delighted to be here on this epic, exciting day indeed. While our words to you are important, this is a vibrational experience of remembering the truth of who you are, why you are here, and all that you intended when you chose this magnificent life experience. And we tell you that you chose to come into this physical incarnation at this time during the greatest awakening that has ever occurred in any lifetime, to first fully awaken yourself and then to come into the realization and the embodied enlightenment of the master you are. You are here intentionally, and every single one of you listening to this summoned this to you, is channeling this to you, because this is your time, dear master, to fully awaken and create your experience of an awakened world filled with peace, joy, love, harmony, abundance, well-being. Oh, and so, so much love. Where would you like?
Oh, it is such a blessing to be in your energy again, dear council. Thank you so much. As you likely know, the theme of this workshop is how to thrive amongst chaos and transformation. And I'll never forget one of my first sessions with you, probably 5 years ago, which really kicked it off. And by the way, the title came from you guys, The Great Awakening. The way you've used that terminology just so resonates with me. But I'll never forget, I said, if this is the Great Awakening, why is there so much chaos and divisiveness and animosity and fear in the world like we have never seen it before? And you told me that while that could be a chosen perspective, you have never seen so much love, cooperation, openness, transparency in the world to the degree it's never existed before. So now I'm attuned to that, and I've shared that intentionally with everyone. It's what you see, it's what you choose to see, and it will multiply. But I'd like to have my first question be, there's the chaotic view and the chaotic reality, and there's the blossoming of love version of reality. And about in the 1970s and 80s, a lot of channels, not you, were kind of predicting a really hard crash landing before there might be some hope of redemption. And then the voices changed around the turn of the millennium saying, oh, you've rounded the bend and all the probabilities are looking pretty cheery. Much better than what they were looking like before. In fact, there's not any chance of this hard crash landing where all of our systems collapse. What do you see as the probabilities today for us as a whole, or however you might interpret this, for actually catching the winds just right and moving into lives of grace and ease despite the turmoil that is still existent in pockets of the world? How are we doing?
Well, you have passed the threshold. The Great Awakening is here and now, and it is inevitable. And indeed, you have more abundance on your planet than ever, more well-being on your planet than ever, more freedom on your planet than ever, more peace on your planet than ever, more harmony on your planet than ever, more love, more creativity, more inspiration. You have more of all of these things on your planet. So if you are seeing the world as chaotic and you are trying to thrive in chaos, you are pushing against what you focus on, and the meaning you give it is what's creating your reality. So you are living in peace and harmony because of your level of consciousness. There is also far more consciousness on your planet than ever before. Far more consciousness on your planet than ever before. So you're not going to rid the world of the third dimension of lack, limitation, fear, separation, war, fighting, prejudice, crime. You're going to elevate yourselves into pure love. You're going to elevate yourselves into the fifth dimension of pure love. You're going to elevate yourself into the fourth dimension of transformation, beyond the illusion of separation. So it's not your jobs to rid the world of the things that you think are wrong. It's your opportunity to elevate yourself into an experience where those things are no longer part of your reality. And we never could have predicted how courageous, how resilient, how brilliant, how wise each and every one of you are. In fact, you have surprised yourself. You have gone beyond what you thought possible, which is why there is so much excitement about this great awakening. It is here and it is now, but it is indeed your own unique journey. If it is your choosing, you can live right here, right now, forevermore in a fully awakened world with awakened, loving, conscious beings, having conscious, harmonious, loving relationships, living in a state of well-being and vitality and longevity, in a state of abundance and prosperity, knowing that you have the freedom to create and do what you want to do when you're ready to create, when you're ready to do. You are here to fully live in the knowing of who you are, how powerful you are, how worthy you are, and to choose heaven on earth, to choose a new earth, to choose this fully awakened world. It is all here available to you now. And while at this time, you can still see other realities, other dimensions of consciousness, as you all continue to choose and create a collective new earth or awakened world consciousness, you will see less and less and less of that third dimension of lack, limitation, fear, and separation. You simply will not focus on it in such a way that it's part of your reality anymore.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Well, and I love what you did. For me, you corrected the aim and ambition of this workshop, thriving amongst chaos and transformation. Well, that might create the thriving, but you'll be battling chaos and transformation. So from this point forward, we're not going to be, what chaos, what transformation? This is about us raising our vibes individually. I want to ask, can you clarify fourth density and fifth density? And is fifth density within our reach, those watching right now, or is that for subsequent generations?
Not to create delineation, but we refer to dimensions. We understand that others refer to densities, and it is not wrong. It is just a different, essentially, measurement. For example, measuring Celsius versus Fahrenheit, they're not wrong. They're both correct. We just refer to it differently. So there is an opportunity to make sure there's no confusion here, but we refer to dimensions of consciousness. The third dimension is the dimension of separation, separate from what you want and need, separate from others, separate from source, God, the divine that you are, and that creates an illusion. And within that illusion, there is fear, there is lack, there is limitation, there is unworthiness, there is pain, there is suffering, there is struggle, there is force, there is effort. When you begin to ask the question, who am I? That is your signal that you are beginning your awakening. And you, in that moment, begin to elevate yourself into the fourth dimension of transformation. This is the dimension where you can fix things, change things, transform things, heal things. You understand you are not your circumstances and conditions. There's something more available to you, the fourth dimension of transformation. Now, many people get stuck in that because of one thing: judgment. Judgment of yourself, judgment of others, and judgment of circumstances and conditions, such as this being right and this being wrong. In that, you will always be seeking to transform, fix, and most often you get entangled here because you are trying to right all the wrongs in the world. You are trying to fix others and get them to awaken or be where you think they should be. And ultimately, you're in judgment of yourself. I'm still not good enough. I'm still not enough. I'm still not worthy. I still have to heal this thing. I still have to release this thing. I still have to fix that thing. And there's nothing wrong with that, but some of you get stuck in that for decades because of your own judgment of yourself. When you go beyond judgment, you realize the fifth dimension of pure love. You might also call this a fully awakened world that is available to you. Your well-being, your abundance is assured. Life is easy, effortless, harmonious, magical, miraculous, and amazing. You truly witness the miraculous within you and all around you. What you want and need show up, and it's a yes. You don't live in that separation or need to constantly work on yourself. You can elevate yourself to that place of pure love. And from that conscious place of pure love, embodying the light that you are, things may come to the light for you, like a limiting belief or something that is being healed, but you don't entangle with it and you don't judge yourself. You allow it to come to the light. You see it. You observe it. You don't respond and react and entangle. You allow it to come to the light. You allow it to be released to the light and recreated in love. In the moment of your realization, the integration of every part of you into pure love, the past is healed and you are aligned to your innate, inherent state of wholeness, completeness, worthiness, and perfection.
Wow, that is beautiful. Third density or third dimension is separation. Fourth is the
Transformation.
And fifth is the dimension of pure love.
Indeed. And if you want to play, there is also the sixth dimension, which is the realm of pure potential and possibility, what many of you might refer to as your imagination. But truly, it is a reality that exists. And as you play in the potentials and possibilities of the sixth dimension of pure potential, you focus your light into potential realities. And as you fully illuminate those realities, they have to move into form as your experience. And so if you are focused on what you might refer to as terrible things you're seeing on the news, we ask you to stop and take a breath. And instead of getting the images in your head and focusing on it and giving your attention to it and getting entangled and going into resistance and emotional overwhelm, we know you care. We know you love. We know that you want all beings to live in an awakened world. And if you want to contribute to that in those moments, instead of going into chaos, what do you most want? What do you most want for those that you love or care about or that are going through what you might refer to as chaotic time? And your answer might be peace. And we say, go within yourself. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Go from your head into your heart and feel what peace feels like. Feels calm. Feels light. Feels safe. Feels free. Feel it in your heart. And then align every cell of your body to that state of peace. Align every cell of your body to the frequency of peace. Then expand it from you and fill this entire room with the feeling, the vibrational frequency of peace. Align every particle of infinite creation in the room that you're in the home that you're in, to align with the frequency of peace. And then see a light from your heart to all of humanity, or those that you love, or those that are going through what you might think is a difficult time. See a light from you going to the light within them, and within you, and within them, and within the light between you. Everything is aligned to a frequency of peace. Now, we know many great masters who recently were in parts of the southwest of the United States during Hurricane Helene. And there were many who were able to stay in their awakened state in the fifth dimension of pure love, while also navigating what many would refer to as a natural disaster. The floods were all around them and yet did not harm them. They could see that this was happening for them. They could see that they were staying in their power in a new way. They could see that they were bringing peace and love and being the miracle for another in the midst of what you might call chaos. They were in a state of peace and harmony with a grander perspective of what was going on. And this is possible in all situations. You do matter. You do contribute. You do make a difference, but not by entangling with the chaos and the fear, but by thriving in an awakened state, thriving in your own awakened world, thriving in peace and love and harmony.
Yeah, wow. Don't judge the storm. Don't judge the war. Don't judge the chaos. This is such a great message. I have time for one more question. I don't know if that's fair to you, if you can do it in a couple of minutes. But and you've already touched on it, I could tell. But for clarity, how will manifestation, the art of manifesting, how will that change with these new energies? The old way, creative visualization, affirmations, demonstrations, vision boards, is that just going to happen faster now? Or is there going to be some subtle shifts to the art of manifestation in these new energies?
Those are all wonderful things. If they make you feel good, if they're fun for you, if creating a vision board is a fun thing to do, if going into your imagination and feeling it as your reality now is fun, if affirmations make you feel good, we celebrate all of those things. But we say that you are now in a time of true creation. True creation. What you want and need show up even before you know you need it. We encourage you to play in the potentials and possibilities of the sixth dimension. Go into your imagination and explore all the potentials and possibilities such that one is so clear, so aligned, that your very light has illuminated it in such a way that it has to be your physical reality if you are not denying the experience of it. And most importantly, knowing that you are worthy of having the experiences you want to have and creating the reality that you want to live.
Wow.
So
Great.
all of you understand that most of where you have been creating from is the third dimension of lack. I don't have this, it's somewhere out there. I'm going to put it on my vision board and focus upon it. And I will go from lack to manifesting it and drawing it into my reality. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we invite you into the place where you have everything you need and more, where you are abundant, where you are prosperous, where you are free, where you are inspired, where you are in a state of well-being, where you are aligned to the infinite abundance that is the truth of you, the infinite well-being that is the truth of you, the infinite love that is the truth of you, and the infinite intelligence that is the truth of you. It is the elevation of your consciousness that summons the energy of true creation in your life. So anything that makes you feel good, raises your vibration, raises your frequency, moves you into higher states of consciousness where you're experiencing a grander perspective of yourself and all that's possible, is going to summon greater amounts of energy to you, which is going to allow you the experience of true creation. And yes, you will have the experiences you want to have, and yes, you will create the realities that you want to have, but without having to struggle and suffer and be in the absence of, or the lack of, or the experience of limitation. Go into your perfection, your wholeness, your magnificence, and create from there. Does that make sense to you?
That makes so much sense. We can begin to trust the infinite wisdom of the universe, of the divine, to bring to us great adventures, ascension, financial abundance, the right best friend at the right time, healing, rejuvenation, without having to put that on a vision board. It's like from here on out, it's automatic. Get in the present moment, love and feel gratitude for who you already are and what you already have, and the next best thing will show up and show up and show up. I got it. Okay.
And the only quick thing we would add to that is, if it doesn't feel like the obvious, logical next perfect step, then enjoy the journey. If what you want to create and experience seems really big right now, then enjoy the next perfect step and the next perfect step and the next perfect step until it is the obvious, logical next perfect step. And it's not this big thing anymore. The time that it takes for true creation to present itself is truly you being in the place where it is my reality now, and I have no experience otherwise. It's obvious, it's logical. And so the dreams in your heart, they matter. You placed those dreams in your heart. Your soul, your higher self, inspired those dreams in your heart. They may have originally come from some belief in your own lack or limitation or unworthiness. You can elevate yourself into those highest levels of consciousness, aligned to those dreams in your heart. Your soul, your soul's desires are placed in your heart for the very purpose of your expansion. That expansion is the journey, the adventure, the fun. And there will come a moment when it is the obvious, logical, next perfect step, and it will be your reality. And then you're going to have another inspiration, and you're going to have more experiences that spawn from the expansion that has occurred. So enjoy all of this. You are everything you wish to be. You already are. Yet you are on this beautiful journey of witnessing your becoming. Witness the miraculous.
Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dear Council and Sara Landon. That was magnificent.
We have enjoyed this conversation. We are always with you. We are always available to you. You are us. We are you. You are the Council here on earth. Therefore it is. We love you. We love you. We love you. And with that, we are complete.
Wow, Sara, you were on fire. That was absolutely
your amazing audience gathered here today, and your incredible excitement. So that was amazing. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Sara, so much. Love you so much.
I love you too. I'm so excited, and I feel just so blessed and grateful to be part of this book. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go get your copies, everyone. This book will change your life. I've had the opportunity to read it, and it's incredible. So thank you so much.
Okay, Sara, farewell until our paths cross. Big hug and kisses.